I'm sorry, I don't think you understand the sheer power. You're insulting. Mega Swampert is gonna fuck your team up with its manly biceps like it's lifting the bar of the weights he pushes up. He's gonna beat your ass so hard you'll be crying your little pussy ass eyes out, and he's gonna go and fuck your bitch super quick with that swim boost he got from the stream of your tears. Swamper senpai.
Hello everyone, it's TheCanadianWifier here. Today I have an OU game for you, but not just any OU game. This team is a team me and the Goomy made. The Goomy and I, whatever, grammar. The Goomy and I made this team. I messaged him like, hey, you know what I really want to make a team around? Something I haven't used in years. SD Fling Acrobatics Gliscor. The idea is you get toxic, then you can fling your toxic orb or something, poison it, and then you have acrobatics to use and spam, and flying is always a good type. So that's the thing that we have in the first slot there, SD Fling Acro Gliscor. And now looking at that, I mean obviously it's not the greatest poke, especially in today's OU, so we knew this team was not going to be serious, so we just kind of threw a bunch of really stupid stuff on the rest of the team. You have Mix Teeny, and by mix I mean it has U-turn and 3 special attacks, and Blue Flare, Psychic, and Glaciate, I believe. You just have standard Mega Man. We needed some kind of switch into Talonflame, otherwise we're just going to lose. You have Jolly Stealth Rocking Visharp. It basically just puts Stealth Rock over SD, and you get your rocks for free on your team. Now you may be wondering, why do you have rocks on that? You have a Skarmory. Well, Skarmory, ladies and gentlemen, is Jolly Max Speed, weak armor, so you can get faster the more you get hit, with Taunt. Fast Taunt is always nice, SD, and Dual Stab. And yeah, obviously its Dual Stab is pretty easy to wall in OU. Looking at my opponent's team, he has Thunderous and what's that other thing? Aegis Slash. There it is. They both wall it, but you will see in this battle how Skarmory overcomes that. And then looking at that last mon, Keldeo, probably one of the better mons in the upper ladder. Keldeo is just ridiculous. Now you know what no one ever expects, because no, you just never run it ever. SD Keldeo, never. That's not a thing. Just stop. Just stop. And because of that, Poison Jab for Azumarill to switch in, Aqua Jets for not max speed Talonflames, just all the fun stuff. It is so much fun. And let's just get into today's battle and show you how this game versus some guy named Piper Aim went. So, leading off, I know he's going to lead off with DOD because it's Dio Sharp, so I'm going to go into Victini. My plan was to U-turn out to Bisharp and then just knock off and kill, but I totally forgot about Red Card, so I'm going to just Volt Switch out with my Manectric. Not Mega yet, because I realize he still has a Thundy, and Volt Absorb, or the Volt ability that it has is going to be useful later. Because of that, DOD is still in here. I'm going to get up my rocks, so they're going to be very helpful. I don't care about the secondary spike, and as long as I don't get paralyzed, I can kill with a knockoff, which does happen. In comes Conk. I'm just going to fodder Bisharp because it's done everything it wants to do. I don't really need it. I'm just going to Iron Head. He ends up over-predicting, and then I can get off a Sucker, get a little bit of damage off on this thing. And I'm going to go with the Gliscor, hoping he doesn't have Ice Punch. This was a really stupid play. I was really hoping he maybe had, like, I don't even know, maybe Thunder Punch for Keldeo or something random, but nope, unfortunately not. It's just going to die. Go with the Skarmory, and someone asked me in the chat, why didn't you just go to the safe switch of Skarmory? I'm like, well, it's not very safe. It's a Life Orb offensive Skarmory. I'm going to taunt the Bisharp, as he can't SD. He's going to go out on the Aegis Slash, as I just set up an SD, and here is where the beauty comes in. I go for the Iron Head solely for the flinch. I get the flinch, and he thinks I only have Iron Head, so he's not even going to bother switching back into defensive form, and I just kill it with a Brave Bird. So that is how Skarmory gets around Aegis Slash. If something were to have hit me at this point, I would have been able to get off another Brave Bird on the Thunderous, because I would have had the weak armor boost. But unfortunately, he's just going to come and kill me off. Mega Man comes in. I do end up Mega-ing and get the Intimidate off on the Conkeldurr, which is nice because it is going to allow me to 2-hit KO it with the T-Bolt, as he just goes for a weak-ish Mach Punch. Now here's the beauty. Here's the beauty. He goes into Bisharp. I'm going to let him kill me. I realize that as long as I can send in Keldeo safely on the Bisharp, I can easily set up on this. He can't actually hurt me, as I'm just going to go for the SD. And at this point, the Sucker actually gives me another boost. Not that I needed it at this point. CC is going to clean out the Bisharp. I didn't want to reveal Aqua Jet yet, and to be honest, I preferred the fact that he suckered me successfully and got the boost. because now I can just Aqua Jet the Thundurus, and it dies after the rock. And Gardevoir comes in thinking maybe he still has this in the bag, but no, I got the Poison Jab. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you beat Dio Sharp with an SD Keldeo and a really crappy 5 supporting mons. And yeah, today's actually going to be a doubleheader, so let's get on to the second game here. On to the second battle here. This is an actual proper standard battle, and when it comes to OU, I haven't played proper OU in months, so this was like completely relearning the tier for me. The team that I have is the really old one that I made on my trip to Florida, so it is 3 months old now. That is ridiculous to think about, that it's been 3 months since I got back from the States. Anyway, reminiscing aside, my team, if you don't know, is just standard Mega Pinsir, standard Aegislash, standard offensive Clefable, my amazing Excadrill set which shuts down Thundy for days, just standard Rotom Wash, and a Greninja with Rock Slide to try to take on Gira and Talonflame. Looking at his team, he has a mismatch of threats, but they're all still threats. Ferrothorn most likely is the lead, although he could try to quick pass with Squirrelipede out to maybe Mega Mawile and just completely fuck me crazy. Mega Mawile is such a fucking threat, it's unbelievable. He also has his own Clefable, he has the Thundy, just standard mons really. Getting into the battle, I'm going to lead off with the Rotom Wash, like most battles in OU begin. Against the Ferrothorn, this is a very standard 5th gen lead matchup, to be honest, as you just burn the Ferrothorn, then Volt Switch out to your Politoed, but I don't have a Politoed because this is not 5th gen. I'm going to Volt Switch out into the old Aegislash, knowing I can take a Power Up or Gyro Ball or whatever. Shadow Ball is incoming. He doesn't really have much that wants to switch into a Shadow Ball, because even if he goes out to Clefable, I can just follow it up with an Iron Head. So he's just going to get up a layer of spikes and let the Ferrothorn die, which is absolutely fine for me. As he's going to use this opportunity to go out into Squirrelipede. I know Rotom Wash can generally take a hit from this thing, and if he just wants to immediately pass and quick pass out to something, I am just going to spam the fuck out of Will-O-Wisp for multiple turns to come. I'm going to spam Will-O-Wisp on this turn as well in case he wants to quick pass out to Mawile and Gyarados or Will-O-Wisp, all the things. As now he's sitting there at 76%. And I know Aegislash will be able to come in and kill it, if not directly after burn for sure, as I am able to eat that up and go for the Iron Head, and he burns to death. So that is 2 threats down, as he brings out threat numero uno. I did not want him setting up an SD for free, so I'm going to stay and get off some damage. Once again, I did not want him getting up to +4 on a King Shield, so I'm just going to continue going for it. Keep the threat somewhat at bay. I know Greninja most likely, possibly, could take a +2 Sucker Punch because it resists. That's literally the basis I'm going on. I have no idea. I know no calcs because I don't play OU that often, but I know Thundurus likes the priority 2-wave things, and I know Drillinator is a 100% shutdown. I believe Focus Blast only does like 60%. So here's the Dire Rapid Spin that I've been wanting for so long. As he goes out to Clefable, he's going to protect to see what I'm going to go for. I'm so upset I don't have SD or something on this Excadrill, because that would have been great. I'm still going to go for the Iron Head. I was very close to switching it up for EQ, but he does have 2 Flying Mons left, so I didn't quite want to go for it, as I take a shit ton of damage from a unboosted Sucker Punch, and that basically makes that thing completely useless. Luckily, I'm going to switch out, because luckily I know that Gyarados likes to set up, and I can't touch it. Rock Slide at -1, not the kind of cup of tea I want to stay in and do, and also I kind of wanted to save it for Thundurus because Thundurus is still lurking. My basis for staying in here, I'm a rock type, I can resist the hit. That is terrible, terrible, terrible basis to go on, because he has a +1 motherfucking Gyarados, and he's going to kill you. I come in, I figured maybe a Waterfall's coming, he didn't want me to SD or something, but no, he's just going to go for Bounce again, so should have quick attacked, I didn't. Here I'm like, okay, he's got a Waterfall, right? He knows I could just Calm Mind. No, he goes for Bounce again and then gets the Para, so on this turn, now he's going to break out the Waterfall and flinch me. It's fine. The game's basically over at this point. Anyway, my only hope is to go into Mega Pinsir. I'm going to quick attack as he goes for the Bounce. And maybe an SD on the miss. Can he miss? He didn't miss. And that's going to be the game. I got my ship absolutely pushed in by a Gyarados. And that's all there really is to it. Rock Slide on Greninja can't even save me. If I was actually playing, like looking back, obviously hindsight's always 20/20. On the turn where he was coming down out of the sky onto my rock type Greninja, should have switched out, sacked Excadrill, because it wasn't taking on a Thundy at 17%. And Went back in and scared it out with the rock slide. Either killed it or forced him to switch at least and sack something to my Greninja. Would have been the play to make, but unfortunately I did not make said play. So that is going to be the game: a win and a loss. A win with a really stupid team, and a loss with a pretty decent team. So that is OU for me. I haven't played it in so long. I'm so lost, but I do have the Gumi by my side, so. He can basically walk anyone up into the 1700s. I just don't care enough to actually be walked up there. Enough rambling for me for today. Mega Sableye, by the way, that looks pretty cool. Hopefully it gets stance change. That would also be really cool. You know, hiding behind his gem one moment and then reveals like laser eyes that kills you through the whatever. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, a rating would be much appreciated. I will see you all next time. Take it easy. Have a good day, guys. See you later. Peace out.